I am doing my numerology and astrology for the 27th of July, 2022. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 22, and if you add the 2 and the 2 together, you get the number 4. The number 4 inspires us to seek more harmony and balance. Diplomacy and having the ability to listen is something that is very important if we are to learn how to get along in this diverse world. Embracing diversity is at the heart of what the number 4's goal is for all of us. This number is a very high consciousness game. Those that cannot successfully maintain the ability to observe from a non-reactive place do not yet understand the powerful nature of this frequency. We cannot see the problems to correct if we have no ability to allow an objective perspective to filter into our awareness. Balance comes from the willingness to face the fear. Calmness comes in from having the ability to take in all the information and knowing that one can assimilate that information in ways that make sense and allow for acceptance regardless of if one's mind wants something to be true or not. The process of the number 4 is to let go of the filters within the mind and allow all that arises to be integrated. When we try to overlay what we think we know onto the great mysteries of this world and the universe, we will fail. We do not know it all, nor can we, unless we accept and allow in information that does not fit into our accepted filters within our current level of awareness. Learning to be neutral at times can feel like trying to drink out of a fire hose. It is important to relax and trust the process that our guides and angels have placed in front of us. We cannot rescue those that keep running back into the chaos of the mind and their old way of being, not until they have the courage to face what keeps trying to get their attention. Courage requires us to stand up and face what is right there. Denial turns away from what is obvious and will always walk back to the familiar and the reality that it feels it has control over. The choice to stand and confront what seems to be trying to connect with us instantly produces a form of acceptance. Acceptance is the first step towards finding true neutrality. And my astrology for today. The moon continues to soothe our savageness as it moves through kind-hearted and caring Cancer. Those things that help us to heal and be whole are what we want to focus on. Tomorrow is the new moon, and there is a feeling that we need to wait something out. We are waiting because we want to understand something before we make a move and a choice. Seems the universe has a process for us to experience that is not about what we think we know, but about those deeply personal places that have been languishing in the shadows, hidden from view, and rejected by the parts of our minds that have been in control. Chiron trines to Mercury, supporting us to open up to a new teaching that is attempting for us to heal. We are being subtly influenced to communicate more constructively. True growth and change come from being able to communicate and not alienate. When we hold goodness in our heart and allow the heart to find the correct words and body language, we are more able to discuss rather than confront. Everyone is too exhausted by so much anger, and those hearts are and there are those whose hearts are so defensive and shut down that any attempt in engagement is experienced as a war rather than as an engagement of rational and loving beings. Lead with our intention rather than what we believe we know or believe is right. It is time to discover new ways to work through some very old problems that were never successfully solved. Thanks, everyone.